It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Debbie continues to strengthen across the Gulf of Mexico, bringing multiple hazards unfolding across portions of Florida and the southeast. This will include dangerous rip currents, increasing winds, life-threatening storm surges, a risk of tornadoes, and flash flooding. Close at home, dry air arrives from the east today, with storm chances focused west of the Continental Divide most of the week. Temperatures are going to remain a few degrees above average into the second half of the week. Thursday looks to be the hottest day of the period. We look to break 100. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. This past Saturday, a group of protesters took to the streets to share their message of frustration with regards to the death of 17-year-old Elijah Hadley and the length of time it's taken to complete the investigation around that event. I spoke with Richard Welch.
Somebody did a head count, and there was like 63 people that showed up and marched in the protest. It was very peaceful. Nobody got out of line. Nobody did anything wrong. We started gathering up around 9, probably started actually marching around 9:30.
Do you feel that the public was receiving your message?
I believe the public is in 100% support of this. I mean, people drive by and wave and honk. It seemed like there was no animosity towards what we was doing at all, except one guy in a white pickup truck decided to turn in front of us and squeal his tires. That's the only person I saw that was upset about the whole thing.
Welch went on to tell me that he's awaiting the finalization of plans, but expects another protest to take place next Sunday. The Alamogordo Recreation Center Gymnasium will be closed all this week for maintenance. There's going to be no open gym sessions during this time, and the gymnasium will open 1 week from today on Monday, August 12th. The Alamogordo Chess Club weekly meetings are at Plateau Espresso every Monday from 4 until 7. It's casual chess, pair up with whomever's available, no membership requirements or fees, simply show up with a board, set it up, and play. Well, it's just about time to start school, but there's a couple of open house events this week.
Stepping Stones Pre-K, Monday, August 5th, beginning at 5 p.m. All elementary schools, including Holloman's Elementary Pre-K, Monday, August 5th, beginning at 6 p.m. All APS middle schools, Tuesday, August 6th at 5 p.m. Alamogordo High School, Tuesday, August 6th at 6 p.m. Come out to meet your new teachers, visit with new and old classmates, explore your school and classrooms, and have a great time as you prepare for the new school year. The first day of school for kindergartners, 6th graders, and 9th graders will be Wednesday, August 7th. All other students will return to school on Thursday, August 8th.
That's Michelle with the Alamogordo Public Schools speaking with Crazy Radio. The New Mexico Office of the Superintendent of Insurance is inviting the community to join them for a public meeting on the topic of healthcare consolidation. That's happening this Wednesday from 5 until 7 at the NMSU Alamogordo Taste Center, 2400 North Scenic. Check out the Otero County Administration Facebook page for details. The Toy Train Depot is in need of volunteers to do practically anything on site. Philip Turley told me that he'll be happy to teach you all you need to know. He just needs some help.
What do you do on the weekends? That's the days we're open. I'm looking for people, for volunteers that have, you know what a photographic eye is? People that can take photographs and see the detail and how the photograph gets together. Those are the people I want to get. They don't have to know about trains. Trains, I can teach them. Detail people, I can't teach. They already know how to do detail. I can teach you how that applies to model railroading. That part I can do. It's getting them in there to get to do that work. That's the work we need done from our volunteers.
If you have any questions, 210-209-3772.
The thing I really stress with a volunteer is if you only have 1 hour a weekend, a month, I will take that 1 hour, no matter what day you want to do it. I am not going to set a schedule for it. Other than that, please come in when we're open.
You can hear this interview in full on our YouTube channel. The outdoor watering schedule is in full effect for the city of Alamogordo. If your house number ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, you may water your lawn on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If your house number ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, you may water on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. All watering must take place before 9 a.m. and after 6 p.m. We also heard from Tularosa Mayor Debbie Cooksey, who shared the village's similar schedule.
So our watering schedule for right now is the odd members water on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The even numbers water on Tuesdays, Thursday, and Sunday, and nobody waters on Monday.
Cooksey also shared why the schedule is needed.
Well, we don't use as much water. I mean, I know we get our water from the creek, and everybody thinks that we have tons of water, but as you well know, if you've done any studies or heard any people talk about it, our creek is going down, decreasing in water every year. So we're trying to do this to keep our water. That's the main purpose of it. You know, New Mexico water is gold. If you got water, you're rich. And we're trying to keep our village, running with, and if we can conserve water, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
If someone is caught not abiding by the water schedule, that individual could be fined. Well, today is Monday. That means we get an update from Animal Village NM.
Hey, everybody. This is Sunny Yaris with Animal Village NM, talking to you from beautiful Ruidoso. Looking at a herd of wild horses and trying to keep my concentration because they are so beautiful. Ruidoso has had so many challenges recently. We've lost so many homes. So many people have been displaced. Animals during the fire and the flood, we were grabbing cats out of debris and burned cats, taking them to the veterinarians up in Roswell, then in Ruidoso. Well, we're pretty much past that. There's still a whole lot of cats missing. If you know of any kitties who have shown up near your homes in Lincoln County recently, please take pictures of them and post them because maybe somebody is missing those babies. Meanwhile, we have two wonderful foster kitties that we rescued from fire debris. One of them is about a year old. His name is Fuego, which means smoke, fire, something. And then we have Phoenix. Fuego is a gray and white tabby. He's absolutely beautiful with gold eyes. And the baby, who is Phoenix, is black and white. He has a black chest with a goatee. I mean, he is hilarious. Both of these cats were feral, but now they are absolutely tame and loving, and I'm very proud of them. Meanwhile, we have many, many tools for sale. We have garage doors for sale for those folks who have lost their homes or part of their homes or the rebuilding or whatever. We've got garage doors that are insulated. We have yard tools. We have squeegees, those great big huge squeegees for moving muck in water. So those are for sale, and people can see them on Facebook Marketplace. Help yourselves and help Animal Village NM with some funding. AnimalVillageNM.org. We're starting our spay-neuter program again very, very soon, like this month. So check our Facebook page, AnimalVillageNM.org.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Occupational therapist, 28-year-old Jared Cordum of Clovis is facing charges related to sexual abuse of children. Prosecutors said he's abused his power. Cordum claims these charges are false. A motion from the defense team called the whole case into question.
To use procedures and practices on minor children, which we think actually constituted sexual assaults.
New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres speaking with KRQE. The defense wants Cordum out of jail, saying he never used any type of force and therefore not a public danger.
What I can tell you is that he was using instrumentation and engaged in procedures which are not remotely qualified or called for under the circumstances.
The state Supreme Court denied that request, and Cordum will remain locked up until his trial. A date has not yet been set as to when they'll hear the motion. Also, the state is looking to temporarily suspend Cordum's license. Two 15-year-olds were taken into custody after Las Cruces police officials say they were found with guns at Oregon Mountain High School on Thursday morning. The school was placed under a short shelter-in-place order while police searched for the teens. When they were located, officers did find one handgun on each of the students. Las Cruces Police Department spokesman Carlos Carrillo spoke with KVIA.
We will continue to monitor monitor any social media sites or, any information that comes through to our office so that we can ensure the parents, we can ensure the students and the whole community in there that, it's going to be a safe area.
Both boys were charged with unlawful carrying of a deadly weapon on school premises and unlawful possession of a handgun by a person under the age of 19. They were booked into the juvenile section of the Donna Ana County Detention Center. A 14-year-old opened fire on a family in January, striking 6-year-old Jason Acosta in the face. He spent 8 months in the hospital, and this week he got a hero's welcome back home to the Silver City area, complete with an escort from the local fire department and law enforcement. His mother spoke with KRQE.
The bullet hit his cheek and it cut his eye, so he is blind in his right eye. It broke his nose, and the bullet itself, unfortunately, was left in the left side of his brain.
According to state police, the teen fled the scene, but police did catch him. They found a dismantled handgun and ammunition on him. He was charged with attempted murder and tampering with evidence. There was supposed to be a plea hearing for the teen on June 24th, but that has since been rescheduled to August 19th. Officials are investigating a suspicious death at a southwestern New Mexico campground. According to the sheriff's office, deputies responded to the Bighorn campground near Glenwood on Tuesday for reports of a deceased male. Details are limited, but officials believe the death was the result of foul play, and they say the man does not appear to be a local. A plane crashed in Carrizozo just southwest of the airport on Friday. First responders located the pilot and passenger along with a dog. All were uninjured. State police took over the investigation along with the FAA and NTSB. Authorities worked to rescue an injured person on Saturday in the Sandia Mountains. Albuquerque Fire Rescue said it took their crews over 40 minutes to reach that hiker. Once they did, they identified the hiker as a 37-year-old woman who fell nearly 30 feet while rock climbing. She sustained significant injuries. William Harris of the Bernalillo County Fire and Rescue speaking with KOAT about what you should do if hiking in order to be prepared.
Know your limits. What are your limits? Have I hiked before? Do I know where I'm going? Have I practiced hiking before? Do I have a backpack? Is that backpack full of water?
She was airlifted to the hospital, and no further word on her condition. A moth outbreak continues to be a problem in the northern New Mexico wilderness. The Forest Service says tussock moth caterpillars are defoliating trees south of Taos, leaving them at risk of dying. The outbreak now covers around 3,000 acres in the Carson National Forest. It's also been reported in the Cibola and Santa Fe National Forests. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
For any Tularosa parent or guardian of a student who plans to participate in a sport in the 2024-25 school year, you must attend a parent meeting. The middle school meeting takes place tomorrow at 6 p.m. That'll be at the middle school cafeteria. The high school meeting takes place on Wednesday at 6 at the high school gymnasium. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies, winds gusting as high as 13 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 13. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 13. Your high today in the Basin, 94. Low tonight of 68. High tomorrow, 97 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting as high as 14 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight, winds gusting as high as 15. Partly cloudy with a slight chance for showers tomorrow. Winds will be gusting as high as 16. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 73. Low tonight of 50. High tomorrow, 75 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes this Monday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.